I am going through a character crisis. Usually in anime games, I know who I'm going to play. I can always go, this is my favorite character. I'm going to pick this character no matter what. But it's different in a lot of anime games, especially specific ones. See, Bleach Rebirth of Souls is not a perfect fighting game or anime game, period. However, the gameplay is something special and should be looked at in that front. Every time I play one character in Bleach Rebirth of Souls, everybody don't play the same damn way. And don't get it twisted, there's been a couple anime games like this in the last decade that made me feel like I have to actually hone in and lock in on a character. Number 3, I'll give it to Demon Slayer because you do have to learn some combos with these characters in order to maximize your damage within that window in that game. Then there was My Heroes 1's Justice. There was some tight specific stuff. Like if you play Gran Torino in that game, he does not play nowhere near the same as Deku, as much as you may feel like their powers are similar. That's not the case for that. And even Kill la Kill If even, you have to learn how to deal with a lot of things in there that had a lot of fighting game concepts in it. Bleach is tackling it on all of those other points. A lot of people may feel like the gameplay is generally just simplistic because on the surface level, you just auto combo, ho-ho, into vanish. And then that's another auto combo follow-up. However, once you get into evolutioning and then awakening, sublimation, spear draft, all those different layers, combos, damage, and the way you do things all change. And the combos open up the more meter you have in the game. So I'm like, damn, usually I would pick the character and be like, hey, is she pretty? I'm playing her. You know, I don't give a fuck if people get mad at me, be like, he a gooner. Bro, I own that shit. But right now, I want to learn the character that has the tools for the right job. And right now, for me, Rukia is that character. Rukia feels like Chun-Li but an arena fighter. Well, like there's some depth up front to get used to him, but the characters generally do have, if you play the iteration of Chun-Li, have the tools for the right job to get most things done. But right now, I want to learn the character that has the tools for the right job. And right now, for me, Rukia is that character. Rukia feels like Chun-Li but an arena fighter. Well, like there's some depth up front to get used to him, but the characters generally do have, if you play the iteration of Chun-Li, have the tools for the right job to get most things done. Let's talk about her moves. How to number 4, Byakurai. This move is very weird in combo, but it's good for catch people lacking because it does pretty decent damage without comboing it, and I'll show you why. Doing it raw, you gain about 1600 damage from just hitting this raw. Problem is, in combo, it barely combos in a lot of scenarios. Even if I Roman cancel it, it takes less damage. What the? So I highly suggest if you use that move, use it solo or by itself. Hado number 33, Sokatsu is so fire. So literally, randomly on hit, you do a lot of damage, almost 560 damage by itself. That is really good towards late life or near Keycon area because they're already in red. However, if you combo into it, you get that much damage, and that's pretty decent damage for just a basic RC string. Her basic tool is the Shikako loops or the fireball, all right? These are really good to stop people who like to dash at you, who like to use breaker a lot and try to catch you off guard, especially if they just holding it like that. Yeah, you're gonna like this fireball. The good thing about the fireball, she has one fireball if you could just hit it. You W tap, she shoots 2, and the second one goes further. And even she has this large charge one that goes insane. Let me show you what the large fireball one does in Awakening though. And goes into big damage. Almost 50% of a stock from 3 fireball loops. And it's even crazier combos you can do from this. I'm just showing you some basic surface level stuff right now. That being said, I'm gonna show y'all some of my early matches with Rukia just so I can have a contrast in the future if I'm still playing her on how I feel about Rukia later down the road. Oh, a good connection, okay. And it's cheaper to make arena fighters than get somebody to work on a 2D game. And I don't care if a game has inputs or not. All right, y'all. So I'm doing post commentary for these matches. I'm trying something different, and I wanted to come in and give my thoughts, like what y'all seeing in the moment and my thought process in between. So if y'all like this, please make sure you hit the like button. Tell me more before. So I usually write notes after this so we can talk about it if I do turn into a video later, or put it on somewhere in the video so I can remind it what I was talking about. So this is my second time fighting Shinji on the stream that day, and Shinji's a very hard character. I was getting cooked by the counter. One, his counter or counters in general are really good depending on the connection. So that's a thing. And if you ain't really paying attention to it, you will lose damage. And he gets the double breaker off on me right here. I'm like, all right, bro, let me just hit the button. He did it again. He was spamming it. Oh my God, that broke that shit. Oh, he just holding that shit now. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, yo, if it's like equal health and he's near red, I might as well just get rid of his stock fast as possible. Yo, Shinji cooking, he is. That nigga mashing. But I'm cooking back. Yeah, like if it's equal life, sometimes I'm just gonna wither down the opponent. Oh, get it again, get it again. He say, but loving the stream. Sorry, no, it's fine. Honestly, dislike that I can't see the opponent. I understand that. I can't get mad at you for feeling that way. I'm gonna just burst that. I'm trying to take him down as much as I can in this next interaction and see if I can destroy. So like I was saying, when I get to equal life or if I'm in the lead, my goal at the point is if I'm near Hakugeki range, I'm trying to erase him fast. So now he pops evolution. I'm trying to take it down as much as I can before he gets me to Soul Break, because now he's in evolution, Bonkai. I took him down again. Let's go. We cooking his ass. Is it nice to see the streamer Rukia? Oh yeah. What's up? All right, took 3 down. Put that pillow up. You know what? I'll let him get that. No. Ah, that beats that. Okay. That's gonna do a lot of damage. You finna take what, 4 or 5? 4 or 5 from your boy?
What's this?
Are there the new Bonkai too? No. Yo, so taking 5 was scary. So now I'm up 4, he's 2, but next freaking break will win no matter what. And if I know if he hits me, he gets the W. So I'm like, all right, I gotta stay aggressive on him. But if he dashes in too far, I use Fireball. Here I go for the little red combo, the Hakugeki. I'm like, all right, I'm trying to stop him from getting in on me. Because right now, it could be anybody's game. I miss my grab, he misses his. Sometimes the input for hold is so trash. Like, we all reacted to the shit. Oh my gosh, I'm holding a button. We were reacting to it like crazy. You know, it was kind of insane how many times we was hit that in neutral. Oh God. I'm cooked. I lost. Okay, at this point, I'm like blown. I'm like, yo, there's no way. I ain't got enough time left to do anything. And if he didn't have that meter, he would have lost. No. Yo, that mechanic is... Now, man, at this point, at first, I was not feeling the Reshi system. This is some of the early games. Because I don't feel like I'm always winning. And, like, just because somebody takes 1, they can take 5. It was very weird. But then again, it makes me think differently about how I have to play these games and matches and stuff like that. I be mauling on stream. I don't really be that mad. It's just be in the moment, you know, just streaming, bro. That is so corny. Like, I think that's the concept I'm not a fan of. Like, if I'm winning and then somebody gets a power, I don't know. Maybe it's not for me. Because the more I play, the more I'm getting bad. I'm saying I'm playing on PC and having no issues. I'm happy for you. Cause I just played on PC and this shit crashed 3 times on stream. Now we on to the rematch. I'm like, all right. First of all, he played very, very formulaic. He was throwing out counters 24/7. I was like, I gotta play differently around this person. So when I know he gets into range, I have to see what I can bait and what he'll react to. That was my whole strategy going into this rematch of this game. I think that's important for me to realize because that's how I got cooked last time. I was playing too much around his counter, taking too many risks. I'm like, all right, bro. I know what you like to do. You either gonna counter or you gonna go for breaker or the grab. So now I'm playing very up close neutral. I'm taking a lot of risk. It's like I'm okay, cool. See, I tech that grab right there. I'm like, all right, that's lit. Now I go for the breaker back. I'm like, all right, I'm in the lead right now. Let me knock him away. I didn't have enough meter to get the follow up, but that button sucks. He did strike back twice. He's looping me because I'm like, fuck him. Yeah, you did good. Keep it up. You say you did really well. I have to utilize the heavy and sprint more for Rukia. Okay, there you go. So now I got him down. My big strategy here was like, all right, he's gonna be thirsty. He want that guard break as much as possible. So I'm gonna keep zoning with these fireballs. Yep, and then I whiffed him, get that counter hit right there, that strike back. Yo, some of the burst activation in these games is big as hell. Teleport, combo. I swear I be hitting the same button. Yeah, I be getting mad when I don't hit the breaker sometimes, because I do have a habit early on of playing this game, trying to break everything or just full run grab, and I'm like, no, doesn't work that way. I got soul break from afar and I started. Characters with counters might be broken this game. I think those might be, by the way, very interesting. I'll be chilling, man. Now he takes me down to 3. I'm at 6. I'm like, okay, cool. I go for my breaker, get my little extension here, knock him away to the auto combo. Okay, there we go. I walked up and did breaker. That was probably the most ignorant thing I did. I'm not gonna lie to myself. That was really toxic. He did it back though, so it didn't matter. I ain't feel as bad after I did it. But it is a techable button. You got to get used to it. Hiyori is scary because like you think you can get past her, but then she jumps in front of you, and then you got to either full stop, ho hit, or just block. I might as well go into it so I can get him. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't kill him with the combo there, but he was still near soul break, so any next touch would do better. So unless he would have been ready for ho-ho, he would have got hit there. Even then, now I take the lead with the 4. He is now at 3 Kampaku or Reshi, whatever. But I knocked him away and I'm like, all right, here we go. This is how we gonna do this. I vanished and I'm like, I pretty much got him at like a little under 70, 65% of health. So I'm like, all right, I can play the game a little bit. I can play a little risky here. He dashed in and I activated the second skill, which it cooks people who sidestep. Ooh. Okay. All right, Shinji popped this shit. I just got to get him down, and I could get him down and kill him in the next turn, I believe. I had to backdash away because he started using Hiyori to cover me dashing in. I'm like, no, come near me now. Okay. It's so insane that you can sidestep and breaker even way because it's not as committal as you think it is. Maybe from block, but breaker is like, oh, you get to tech it whenever you want to in this game. But then, the rawest thing of all time about to happen. Fuck it, please be dead. No way he rage quit. I was about to say, no shot he rage quit. Okay, there we go. The breaker system is something that you got to get really used to. So now it's 1-1. Ooh, okay. I figured out his BS. I'm locked in now. I got his game plan, his strategy, and he just stopped moving. Shaking my head, bro. Can't even have a full set. But y'all want ranked? Watch this. No shot he rage quit. Oh my gosh, bro. And y'all be talking about y'all want ranked in this game. Y'all don't even finish y'all own set in free play. It wasn't lagging, wasn't nothing wrong with it. This is what I'm talking about. People complaining about no ranked. People not even finishing sets. Somebody clip that for me. Anybody watching either stream, hit the clip button for me. That is crazy. Talking about I want ranked. They not gonna finish they rank games. That just pissed me off. And that is why I'm playing Rukia in today's video.
Let's see who's stronger.